this is Lucy, and today I'm going to show you how to build these tiny towers with a roof garden in the Maya. For this build you will need a flamer trap, catwalks and a roof set that you can break the dependency on. If this is something that you are interested in, please stay tuned. So about 2 weeks ago I was putting the finishing touches to a build in No Man's Sky. I was halfway through a build in 76 and I saw this picture on Reddit. This picture is by a Japanese artist called Fuji, who has given me permission to show this image on the video. I have put a link down below to her Twitter. She is an amazing artist, please check out her work. And I was overcome with this burning desire to build this. And after much discussion on my Discord, I decided I would build it in 76 and No Man's Sky. Now, as you probably know, 76 is not the best environment for these types of builds because doing circles is very complicated because we do not have triangles. But I have done my best and I will give you a quick tour. I have a water wheel here. I just felt like I needed one at this sort of watery bit with the water coming down over the rocks. I mean, I've always liked this location. We are just outside Harper's Ferry. And if you're wondering why the Maya is actually looking less misty than normal, it is because I'm playing in a custom world. I built this on a regular world, but I import my builds into a custom world to rebuild them because I can build them without using any more resources. So these are the houses, so it's one house really that's joined up. We have this deck. I mean, obviously it's not a circle, it's an octagon. This is the main house. I tried to go for kind of a bit kitsch, a bit quirky. I am completely maxed out on my budget. There are 18 foundations in this build. I put a ladder in. Oh, I somehow lost I think I may have lost a rung somehow. I don't know how. I hadn't noticed that before. This is the bedroom. We have no bathroom, I'm afraid. I could not fit a bathroom in. I do have a bath though, so I'm afraid you'll have to pee in a bush. I would have liked to have added more clutter, but just not enough budget. We have a workshop over here. I use this bridge to get to it. So all your workbenches. If you're wondering where the kitchen is, I will show you. The kitchen is up here. I haven't actually had a chance to use these blue units before, so this seemed like the ideal time. Have our cooker on its own island. We have a place to sit and eat there. Obviously there was also a table in the downstairs of the other tower. That door is a bit of a problem, but I hate doors that open outwards, as you know. This is the balcony. Now this was a bit of a problem because this building is not 3 walls wide, it is 2.5. So I have managed to overlap these walls, which is pretty much impossible in 76, but I could not double wall them, which is why these are the blue outside of the contemporary set. And you have a little bit above the door for the inside of this door. This is the roof garden. Again, I don't think I've used these flamingos for a long time because it's not really my style of building. I'm quite traditional, but I think overall for 76 it worked okay. Comparing the two, it was much easier in No Man's Sky. I would have liked to have made this tower taller, but then I would not have been able to get the stairs up. I used stairs and the alien catwalks to produce this, and obviously these are roofs. The floors are roofs because it's the only way we can get them on. I would have liked to have put wallpaper down to the bottom on the foundations, but I couldn't because it would not allow me to place them in water. So there were lots and lots of restrictions on this build, and it is quite complicated. But I will show you how to build it. But be warned, if you make a mistake and accidentally pick up a foundation or something, you have to start again. I'm really looking forward to building this, you can tell, can't you? So, anyway, let's get on with the build. So, the basis of this build is this blueprint. This is a small circle that I created using catwalks. If you haven't seen the video, it is quite short. I will put a link down below. Now, anyone that's built circles knows that when you place this, if you try and blueprint it placed, the foundations will not be in the right place and you won't end up with a circle, you'll end up with some kind of weird shape. So knowing that, with a big circle, I thought I would try it anyway. And this is the placed blueprint. So create the blueprint, place it down and blueprint it again. Because the foundations are on the outside of the original blueprint, you would not be able to get the circles down if you use this blueprint. Now there is a little bit of movement on the foundations, but it is insignificant. So the first thing we're going to do is lay the blueprint down for the deck. And if you are actually going to build this here, which I wouldn't recommend, try and place it as close to this rock as you can. Now we want it quite low, but it can be a bit of a pain. Take these walls off. Now we are going to place the blueprint for the left-hand tower, and we are just going to manually line this up. Now we want this one to be slightly higher. You will not get it completely touching. Try and line up the lines on the foundations if you can see them. Now you may be able to get it closer. Obviously I'm trying to do this quickly for the video. I think I did manage to get it a little bit closer on my original one. And then just go around and add 2 rows of half walls on top. We need to add the staircase, and I used a blueprint for this. This is a blueprint that Vlad Administrator told me about. he came up with. It is to free place a staircase. It's quite easy to make. Place a foundation. Add a staircase. 2 half catwalks. I'm using this one just because I've been using this set for the build. Then just place a small floor decor object in front. It can be any one, and then just blueprint these 4 pieces. Check your blueprint has all of the pieces you need. It does. You'll see it goes green on the ground. You can free place it on the ground. Now, it's going green here, but I had problems placing it on a foundation. You can push it slightly off a foundation or right on the edge and it should go down. I'm going to place it, this is the middle line on this foundation. I am going to place it slightly to the left of the middle line. Like so. Going to take these catwalks off. Now, 76 being 76 and this being a particularly tricky location to build. When I originally did this, I used a half here. And halfway through this video, I had a problem with this tree. So I had to start again. So we are going to take a quarter catwalk, then a corner, then a half. And we're going back to our blueprint again. To try and place the blueprint for the right hand tower. Now this can be a bit tricky to place because there are obviously trees about. We're going to try and line this up using the doorway as a guide. Like so. It is a little bit lower. Sometimes it will go in a slightly different position, it just depends. And we're going to take these catwalks off. Add a roof. Add another roof like that. Remove this roof. Flamer trap this one. I'm lining my flamer trap up so it's not hitting one of these struts because I had a problem earlier. It wouldn't destroy the roof and I think it was because it was hitting the strut. And although it would destroy the wall, obviously those existing struts, the framework, does not get destroyed. Right, go back to your catwalks. A half, a quarter, and a corner piece, so that we can add a ladder. Now that is hitting that corner, so I'm going to bring it a bit further. I'm going to put another half in instead. Every time I build this it's different. I mean, you may get problems that I haven't, but We need it close enough. There will be a double wall on here, but we need it close enough so that you don't fall through the gap. I think that should probably be okay. I hope so, anyway. This wall will be thicker. Right, we need to add the roofs. I'm using this one. Now, the first thing we need to do actually is add the one in the middle. To do this, go to a place where it's not going to connect to another foundation. So we'll choose here. Take the top wall off. Take a quarter catwalk. Do not add any foundations to these. If you do, you will not be able to get them off. But because of the way this is built, if you do make a mistake, you can take up one of these blueprints. You don't necessarily have to restart the whole build, she says, speaking from experience. Add a foundation to the catwalk. Two walls. The reason we needed to take this wall off is that the roofs will not go over. And then two roofs like that. That second one is in the middle position. We can do this, remove it, we have a floating roof. Take the catwalk off and the foundation. You will need to destroy this roof before you can place any others. The easiest way I've found is, because obviously the walls are inwards, the roofs will not go on the outside. Just put a roof on the inside, put a roof on the outside. It reached, that's fine. And then just add two at a time. These ones with the lip. Come on. Move your inside roof to here and then just pick up this roof. Move it over here. Come on. And just go around and do that until you have destroyed all of the roofs. Right, I'm going to leave that for now. The next roof down is exactly the same. You just don't need to put one in the middle because we need the hole to put the ladder. So next we're going to work on the right hand tower. Make sure you can get roofs on this side. This is the problem with this tree. This branch was sticking through. You should still be able to double wall it. If in doubt, put a quarter catwalk down. I mean, it may be that if you do hit a snag with double walling this, nobody's going to see it. Don't, you know, trash your whole build for that. Obviously the double wall will go on there. So we are going to put another row on. Like so. We need to add a roof in the middle. So pretty much the roof is going to be the same. There is a slight difference with this roof, and I will show you. I feel like I missed a trick the first time I built this, or the first 6 times I... I'm going to build boxes from now on. And that is that I think I can get... Right. These roofs will only connect in the same direction. I want to put this trim around the balcony area, or the front of the wall on the balcony. So place that one like that. We need to destroy it. And what we're going to try and do is put these roofs like so. If we can. Yep, there we go. So we have these corner pieces on here. So the roof front of the balcony will have the trim like this. So go around and destroy these pieces like before. You can repair this roof here and remove the catwalks, except it's taken the one off the bottom there. But this corner will go back in, so you're fine. This is the cursed build, right? Next, we are going to do the walls for the front of the balcony. Going to use catwalks. I'm using the white ones, I just find them a bit more visible in this situation. We're going to do 1, a half, and a quarter. And we are going to add a wall. Now you will notice, if you do the roofs like this, that the wall won't go on. Because I did these roofs differently, I have figured a workaround. It's this roof. It needs to go up. So repair it and put it up, and the wall should go on. Should be in line with here, so just take these catwalks back to there, so you just have one. If you try and put a door in at the moment, it won't go in, so put a flat roof there. You can add a door now. And I'm using the Slocum Joe's Fat Stack door, which doesn't reach the top because obviously it was designed to go in a prefab, but we have a glass door, so I'm not being too fussy about that. Convert the doorway to a plain wall and remove it. We'll have to take that roof off. Now, more catwalks. We're going to do a corner. It's not out far enough. A quarter. And a corner. Now, if your door, this door seems to work okay. Other doors you might need to flame trap the door, so just destroy the door before you take the roof off if you haven't got this door. Another quarter, another corner going the other way. That's right. And another wall. Now this one will not go on unless you put this roof down. It won't go on at all now. And for some reason it doesn't like the doorway, but it will take a full wall. Go back to your catwalks and take them back from the corner there. And then we're just going to repeat, but the other way. So a corner, a quarter, another corner. Looks right. And a wall. And these all should be pretty much in line. Right, let's get rid of the catwalks. Put the roof back. We're going to convert these to a plain brick wall. And destroy them. Right. Now we need to put a wall over the door. And this one will only go this way because of the overlap with the brick walls. Now we need to put the floor on, or the roof again. So exactly the same as before, we are going to put a quarter catwalk down. I would like to have done it here. This boat here, this little inflatable, will not allow you to do this. I mean, the problem is with an area like this is there are lots of things in the way. We're just okay that this foundation's not touching here and not snapping on. We need to take this wall off because it will get in the way. Should have left the catwalk in and the it will go in. Oh, it's being a pain today. well, it's a pain every day. It did just go green. If you have any problems, just flame a trap the door, which I think we might have to do. I don't know what would happen if we open the door. Will that help? Oh, the door's the wrong way around. Never mind. There we go. Lift this one, remove it, remove all of this. You now have your piece in the middle, and then we just go around as before and doing 2 at a time. I think we are going to have to flame a trap that door. Could probably take it out actually. Oh, we need to flame a trap the one in the middle. We're going to just go around exactly as we did this roof up here to flamer trap them. Now, obviously you can't put your flamer trap contraption on top of a roof. What I have found is you can. It does take a bit of finagling. Get this on a catwalk. And we're going to do a little trick. Wire this up. Wire it up. Move it once. You don't have to move it a lot. No, it's actually let go. And it should keep the wire. You can, in fact, I did move the flamer trap, so I need to make sure that this is. You can, in fact, you should be able to pick up the catwalk. And it will stay wired and I didn't know if this catwalk... Oh, it will go in there. I didn't think it was big enough space, but it will go in there. So just go around and do this until all of those roofs are destroyed, or until the last 2 anyway. I did have a problem getting this roof on. I don't know why. I actually put a green one in and then converted it, but obviously you will have to make sure that it's going the right way. I've been lucky. If it's not, then just move it about. So it's starting to look like a big mess. No, it's starting to look. At this point, I am going to go to my camp widget and repair all. So, that looks okay. Right. Finishing touches, really. I mean, obviously I converted these to contemporary windows. To double wall here, what I did was simply put a quarter catwalk on and double wall all the way around. Same for this one. Do not attach a foundation. You can try doing the door trick, it should work. You may have a problem with this door. The door method. Place the door. Convert the doorway to a wall. Which won't come off apparently. That's weird. Probably because of the upper walls just change this roof into one of these, take these upper walls off. That will come off. Now you've got to be very careful with this one because it will try and snap to here. There we go, you've got your double wall. This, obviously, the top, just flame a trap and double wall as usual. Obviously, I have not yet put the roof in here. I think if you've got this far, you can do that on your own. I am tired of flame trapping, I'm afraid. And it's exactly the same as the other ones. To double wall 2 half walls, just, if you don't, well, you should know this by now. Put a flamer trap on a standard stash box. Power it up. For wallpaper, I used the cinder block or the breeze block on the bottom. I used the light brick. I think we got this from one of the seasonal rewards. And then the white kind of clapboard on top. And I matched that up over here. Obviously I turned these into windows which come with the contemporary set. I used the 3 windows on the front and the back, and around the sides I used just the single window. The only thing you need to do really now is add your bridge. Now again, camp placement, I don't know if this is going to work. I didn't actually intend, I wasn't sure about this, but I did find that once you place this down, because it works like a foundation, oh, it won't even go on. Oh no, there we go. I may have a problem here with, I managed to get 2 of these pieces in, but I think we're a bit close to the build area boundary here. So I'm just going to use those 2 like that. They will not come off. If you put them on and you don't like them, you are stuffed. But because it's a foundation, you can actually walk up it. I mean, I had managed to sort of embed it into the bank, but obviously here I'm slightly off on my widget placement. I thought I put it in the same place, but obviously I didn't. So we are pretty much there, guys. It has been a bit of a nightmare. I can't even tell you how many times I've built this now. I don't think this is the ideal location. I think that I obviously fluked it the first time. I think possibly the angle is out here slightly. And so it should be going more in that direction. Clearly I would have liked this closer, and because of this tree, it's this branch that sticks up. It caused a problem. This roof here, this one obviously needs to be flat so you can actually walk in your house. I did finish off up here actually with some railings. These sort of iron fence railings. Just manually placed them. They will go on the well, they would go. You can always turn snapping off, it might help. There we go. So do I like it? Yes. I think if I hadn't built this in No Man's Sky, I would have liked it better. Because I feel that the No Man's Sky one reflected it better. Obviously I had problems with the location. As much as this is a pretty location, I'd originally tried to build it down by the river, on the left of the map, but I needed shallow water and it got too deep to be able to do this effectively. So maybe try a slightly different spot in the mire. Maybe try it here. I don't know how deep this gets. So it is awkward to build. I do like it. I think because I love the one I built in No Man's Sky, it kind of slightly ruins this for me in that respect. If you don't play No Man's Sky, I will be putting the video out probably about 10 days after this one. At least check it out. I'd like to know how you feel about the comparison. I mean, obviously 76 has a very restrictive building system. I'm currently building in Conan. As you know, I actually build when I'm on my downtime as well, when I'm not building for my channel. I just like building. I love building. So I've built in Ark, I've built in Grounded, I've built in Fallout 4, I've even built in ESO. No Man's Sky, 76. You know, I build in a lot of different systems, and this system is difficult. So anyway, if you have any questions, please post them down below. Thank you to Fuji for letting me share her image. I hope you check out her work. That is all from me today. Thank you for watching.